When Pac-Man tires of mazes, he's ready to fight in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. This is the PlayStation 3 version of the game where you can immediately download Pac-Man and Fat Mega Man as playable characters. Of course, this means I'm immediately disappointed that I can't play as Dig Dug. Maybe they'll have him as additional DLC in the future. Street Fighter Cross Tekken! You'll never believe it, but it's Street Fighter meets the characters from Tekken. It's like the title gives it away. And there are a lot of characters to play, but stylistically and gameplay-wise, it feels a lot more like Street Fighter 4 than any of the Tekken games. But there are some differences, like the whole gem thing that they've got going on in this game. That's right, there's gems that you apply to your characters before each of the matches, and after certain things happen, they automatically activate and you have more speed, power, defense, and stuff. You can tell they're active when your character starts glowing a particular color, and they're kind of neat because when you apply additional speed to Law and Cammy, they turn into lightning-fast ass-kicking machines. You can do other things like customize your character colors and even set some presets for pulling off combos, which comes in handy if you're not very good at doing that. When you get down to it, the gameplay looks and feels a lot like a somewhat streamlined version of Super Street Fighter 4. But with fun characters like Yoshimitsu from Tekken. And even though they're from a totally different game series, they feel right at home in this Street Fighter game, primarily because they play more or less like Street Fighter characters in this game. So, future me sitting in a studio, what do you think about Street Fighter mixed with these Tekken characters? There's no doubt that Street Fighter Cross Tekken is a fun game, but it's so expected because Tekken is a popular series, like Street Fighter. What about Street Fighter Cross Battle Arena to Shinden? Now that would be interesting. How about Street Fighter Cross Eternal Champions? Eternal Champions has a lot of fans out there, and we've been waiting for a new one for years. How about the really unexpected Street Fighter Cross Fighting Masters? A game that could use Street Fighter's help, to be honest. And I'll bet you were expecting me to say Street Fighter Cross Cosmic Carnage, but that would be ridiculous because it would be Cosmic Carnage Cross Street Fighter. And it would rock. Even without the help of Cosmic Carnage or a Sega 32X release, Street Fighter Cross Tekken does rock, if you're a fan of Street Fighter or Tekken, but definitely more on the Street Fighter side. I can't believe that Law is in this game from Tekken, but Fei Long from the Street Fighter series is not, because if they met, they could make a movie called Double Impact with Van Damme. And just when you thought they couldn't get any more outlandish with the backgrounds for fighting games, here we are fighting on a hovercraft, being chased through Antarctica by a woolly mammoth. It only makes sense. This game has a silly storyline mode, but of course the best way to play fighting games is against your friends. So I invited my buddy Dan over, and we played old school versus, reminiscing about the days playing Street Fighter 2 in the arcades. And kind of miss the simplicity found in the older fighting games and other titles like Rival Schools. Do gems really make it better? I should also mention that you can buy them in the online store, but you don't need to enjoy the game. However, they may give you a slight edge, especially if you're playing online. Now, we just ignored all that stuff and had a fun time playing the game, because the fact is, it's a fun game. It's another solid Street Fighter offering from Capcom like they've been giving you for the past 20 years. And this one has the Tekken characters, and I like playing as Yoshimitsu and Law, which is reason enough for me to get the game. If you like Super Street Fighter 4, you'll probably like this one. They're very similar, and this one has the Tekken characters. And Pac-Man, it's Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 0.